as he's right here with us in the studio. Toyin, nice to have you. Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Oteri.
And how are you doing?
Very well.
It's been like 5, 6, how many years? When was the last time you were here?
It's quite a long time.
Quite a long time. All right, so you're welcome to the program.
Thank you.
All right, joining her as well is Ebunluwa Satimeyin, who is a senior claims officer with ICO Insurance PLC. Ebun, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Good evening.
Good. So let's begin by dwelling a bit on the basics. And when we're talking basics, I just needed to break it down for us. What is a claim in insurance? I mean, what is claim in insurance?
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Mrs. Victor. Yes, just the way it's said, insurance claim. This is just that. It's just that an insurance claim is just a request that is made by policyholder. I'm sure most Nigerians have policies. You have your cars. The simplest form of it is your car.
Right.
At least most, in fact, let's say maybe 80% of people driving car on Nigerian roads will have at least a third party.
Right.
So you just insurance claims is just a request that is made by the insurance policyholder. So the insurer for a compensation or coverage after a loss has been suffered.
Okay. And what is the function of claims in insurance, Ebun?
All right, thank you. Claims is actually the promise that we sell for insurance. It is the core of the insurance business. It is what insurance hopes to do for customers when they suffer an unfortunate incident. It is majorly, informing the insurer that's the insurance company, that's ICO Insurance now, that you have suffered the unfortunate incident that you took up the insurance for.
Right.
And that's where the insurance company steps in.
Okay, so it is for claims that insurance exists, right?
Yes, it is.
And are all insurance claims the same, or do we have different types of claims?
Yes, we have different type of claims.
There are different types of claims?
Yes, based on the policy that is being covered.
Okay.
But the simplest form and the commonest one is motor insurance around.
All right. And that's the one most people are used to.
Yes.
All right. Now, let's begin to look at the processes and the things that are involved. Because a lot of times where people say, well, insurance don't pay claims. Insurance don't pay claims. And insurance companies, like I do here in recent time, they are very, very eager. In fact, I hear they jostle over themselves on who's to pay first, right? So let's touch down on that. If a customer has an insurance claim, what should they do first? Let's touch down on that one, Toyin. What are the first things that...
Okay, the first thing to do, you think of your safety first. Once you're safe and there is no casualty, please kindly put a call through to us. You just send us a mail via our different channels. And then once you call us or you send us a mail, and then you will notify us of that claim, we will shift into action by sending you our claim form to fill for us to extract the information and the details of the surrounding the loss, and immediately that is sent to us. For example, I will use a car insurance that is more simple. So what you need to send to us is just a picture of the loss and the estimate of repairs.
Okay.
So once you set that, to send you a claim form while we are processing and evaluating the pictures that has been sent. If there is a need for us to send an adjuster or an engineer on spot, we'll do that.
Okay.
But immediately those that we've sent estimates of repair and the picture covering the loss, we'll be able to ascertain what has happened while we wait for the further information from the clients.
Right, and that can be done swiftly so that you can resolve all of that, right?
Exactly, sir.
And Ebun, is there other thing, if you want to add to what she just said?
Okay, thank you. So, as she has said, once the client has confirmed his safety, the first thing is to notify us. You can notify us through our various channels. Usually, most of our customers have an agent that has sold the insurance to them. So they can notify through the agent who has sold the insurance to them. They can also send us an email at icontact@icoplc.com. We have our customer service team who will pick up their request as soon as possible. They can also walk into any of our ICO insurance offices nationwide. So basically, that's just the first step for the clients.
All right, so that sounds pretty good. But let's begin to look at the documentation that is required now. So what documents or what information is required for someone to make a claim under ICO? Toyin?
Okay, yeah, the documents that is required is
when lodging a claim.
When lodging a claim. Like I said, the motor insurance, the first thing is to send us pictures and estimates of repairs.
Okay.
So when you send us the picture and estimate of repair, we'll be able to ascertain the loss. While we also check whether we need to send an engineer on spot to assess the loss.
All right.
But for all that complex insurance, we might need to send an adjuster. So once that is done, we'll be able to ascertain the loss. But for a simple insurance cover like a motor, a personal accident, that's like on spot for us.
All right. So, but those documents, driver's license,
Yeah.
which other kind of what other documents will be required?
Okay. Once he sends the pictures, he sends the estimate of repair, the vehicle driver's license is also required.
It's required.
Yes.
Okay.
So once that is, we've gotten that one, we acknowledge the mail and then send him a claim form to extract the information needed, sir.
But you want to add to that as well?
Yeah, so basically those are the documents we need. In rare cases, maybe where a third party is involved or there are serious casualties, we may request for a police report for that, and depending on the type of claim, most of the time we would request for additional documentation. But for the basics, the documents that has been mentioned are what the client will provide. Yeah, the pictures, the estimates of repairs, a copy of their driver's license, and a claim form which we would have sent ahead when they notified the claim.
All right. Okay, so all this is all about documentation and, of course, trying to see how they can expedite the process. So, Tony, once a customer submits a claim, what happens next? I mean, yeah, I've just done this. You said the first thing is for one to do this, do that. So, once I do that, I've submitted the claim. What happens next?
Okay. So immediately that we've gotten all the information, the documents needed, what we do is we review the claim, and if the claim is within a certain amount, a threshold, what we immediately we review the claim, and we send out our DV. Our DV is just for the clients to look at it and say, this was DV discharge voucher.
Okay, good.
Like,
I think we need to
a form of acceptance.
Yes.
So maybe we are proposing a certain amount that okay, this is what we are paying for the loss. So if the customers agree, we go further, we process, and within 24 to 48 hours, payments is done.
You mean it?
Yes, sir.
Look at me, eyeball to eyeball. 24 to 48 hours?
Yes.
People can get their claims?
Exactly, sir.
Okay, that sounds too good to be true. But, I mean, that is very, very pleasant. And the way you just said it now, it seems like a very, very smooth process. But is there anything, I'm just looking through now, is there anything customers should avoid, or is there anything that could cause a kind of delay for this process that you just talked about now? Are there things that could cause delays?
Yeah, there are a few things that can cause delays for customers. Number one usually is late notification of the claim. If the customers don't notify their claim early, we are not aware that they have suffered an unfortunate incident, and so we are not able to actually come to their aid as soon as possible. But once they inform us that something has happened, as soon as possible, if we need to go do an on-the-spot inspection, we'll ask someone to go there and check out what the issue or the circumstance that has happened regarding the claim.
Right.
So basically, late notification has been a challenge. Another issue that we have noticed has been the issue of not thoroughly understanding the policy document.
Okay.
Now, the policy document is the contract, is the evidence of the contract that the customer receives when they have just started the insurance contract, when they are buying the insurance policy. There is a document that contains all the terms, clauses and conditions that apply to their insurance, and usually people don't pay attention to these terms and clauses at the beginning of the insurance contract, but those terms and clauses, they play a crucial role when it comes to claims.
Wow.
So most of the time we advise our customers, we advise our agents, we advise our underwriters that as they sell the insurance, they should try to advise the customers to also read through the policy contract, so that when we refer to some of these clauses at the point of claim settlement,
right,
it doesn't come as a surprise to the customer.
All right, then Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, navigating insurance claims with ICO Insurance PLC is our focus this evening. And Oluwatoyin Dada, Retail Non-Life Claims Manager with ICO PLC, is guesting. Same for Ebolua Satimeyi, who is a Senior Claims Officer with ICO. We're going to take a short break right now. When we return, after all documentations must have been completed, when will the alert land in my account? Okay, I'm sure everyone will take us through that. And then, how can people connect with ICO if they want to get or perhaps lodge any insurance claims? All right, these are many more. Plus, we'll be hearing from you too. 08099 120777, 09153877127. A brief break. We will be back.
Sun, through the rain, and a friend your stable friend, yesterday, today, and always.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Insurance on the Move is the program, and I still have with me this beautiful evening Oluwatoyin Dada and Ebun Oluwa Satimeyin, mile 12 corridor. Okay, let me see if I can take this call. Persistent caller, really. Hello there, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
All right, what's your name?
My name is Akin.
Akin, where are you calling from?
Surulere.
Surulere. Akin, do you have an insurance policy?
I don't.
Okay, all right. What's your question?
But I know someone who does.
Okay, go ahead.
So I want to ask, how can an insurance claim be paid?
How can what?
Claim an unsuccessful claim, how can it be paid?
Okay, an unsuccessful claim. How can it be appealed?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, all right. I'm just wondering how that will go through. But thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, I do appreciate you. All right, so Tony, unsuccessful claim, how can it be appealed? Is it possible?
Yes, it's possible.
Okay.
So it depends on the ground that the claim is being repudiated, because we call it repudiated, maybe.
Okay.
I'm sure the claim has been presented, and the insurance company will have turned it down.
Oh.
But if the customer feel that they have rights to that compensation, they can write back. They write back, and then for our contracts, even in the policy documents, if you are not satisfied, you can write to our regulator. So they will write us to ask. There must be an engagement.
Okay.
You write back to the insurance company why your claim is being repudiated. So if you are not satisfied with the feedback or the response, then you can then proceed to.
All right. Flash update says there's a breakdown. This is Mile 12 Bridge inwards Owode Oniri, and it's a man diesel truck having an air problem. The driver, I understand, is trying to fix it while a tow vehicle is also contacted. All right, 09153-877127. Akin has just called to ask his question. You can also feel free to join the conversation this evening. And if you want to send a message, like I'm seeing some here, that's 08099120777. This one says, good evening, Victor. Good evening, Victor, and our studio guests. Please, what documents are typically required when filing an insurance claim? Shegun Adibayo is sending that one. Shegun, thank you so much. I know Tony and Ebu mentioned this earlier, but maybe for refreshing our memory, what documents?
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Shegun. For an auto claim, what you need to do is to take pictures. Take pictures at the scene of the incident. If, for example, you have suffered an accident, ensure that you are able to take pictures of your vehicle and of the scene of the incident. So you send us the pictures that you've been able to capture. We also expect that you reach out to your mechanic to give you a quotation of the damages that your vehicle has sustained.
Okay.
So you send us a copy of the repair estimate that you've gotten from
And that should
your
be done
mechanic.
as soon as possible, right?
Yes, we want that to be done.
So what
as
if
soon as
somebody
possible.
is involved in an accident and he waits till the next week before notifying you guys? Will it affect the claims process, Tony?
No, it won't affect us, but there is a time frame for everything.
Okay. All right. This one says, Ebonluwa, what should customers do immediately after an accident to improve their chances of a successful claim? Chioma Eze, sending that one in. Chioma, thank you so much for that. So, the first step, I think you've talked about it before, right?
Yes. So the first thing is to notify us immediately. You can walk into our office. You can send us an email at icontact@icoplc.com. You can also call us, reach out to us via any of our agents. So basically, you can also notify on our website as well too.
Okay.
Yes.
That would happen. All right. This one says, are there dedicated claims advisors at ICO to guide customers through the process? You didn't put your name. Thank you so much.
Yes, they are. Our team. We are in charge of.
You are a claims team.
Yes, we are a
Like
claims
the two of them that are here,
So-
they are claims gurus.
Yes, so all we do every day is process claims. So we are dedicated to working on claims.
All right, 09153877127. You can join the conversation this evening and also put your calls across. I'm seeing some messages here. Let me see if I can run through. This one says, "Good evening, Mr. Oteri. I want to commend your station and ICO for this program. If I buy insurance from any of ICO's agents and such an agent changes profession, would it affect the outcome of that policy when it's time to get claims?" Boduri from Shomolu send down. Boduri, thank you so much. Okay, so I think we get that sometimes, right? So if let's put it in perspective, if one of your agents sells to somebody and it changes from being an agent, let's say changes job, Tony, would that affect the chances?
Not at all.
It won't.
Yes.
What would this person need to do?
What the
What would
person
Boduri need to do?
what you just need to do is just to send a mail. That we have a dedicated email address, like she has mentioned, icontact@ICO PLC, quoting your policy number. Maybe you want to know the status, maybe it's or an auto, just send a mail. Somebody is going to pick it up from our dedicated team members from iContact service, their customer service, and they will reach out to you immediately.
Okay.
No problem. It's a transparent system.
All right, then, Boduri, I hope you've gotten that. This one says, "Hello, Traffic Radio. I am a self-employed mother of 3. I recently got an high-tech job as a data analyst. What insurance policies can I buy that relates to the job?" Anita from Ojodu is sending that one in. All right, so is there any kind of insurance policy that is related to the tech world?
Yes, we have different one that is related, but I'm sure we can take our contacts and our sales team. They're also on a call like this. They will reach out to her immediately.
All right, then. So let's begin to look at this. For those who are interested, we've talked about the process of submission. So the moment that process is completed, when will the bagang land in my account if I'm waiting to get claims?
Okay, so usually it's within 24 to 48 hours. If it's a low value claim, you can get your credit alert before the end of the working business day.
Low value means like 100,000, 200,000.
Yeah. If something within that range, you will get your credit alert. We have numerous cases of customers who have notified in the morning, and they are credited by the end of business.
Wow.
Same day.
So is that seamless?
Yes, it is.
Wow. Tony,
Yes.
what information? What would I need? How can people get in touch with ICO to pick up or perhaps lodge their claims and reap the benefits of insurance?
Okay. Yes, you can visit our website. It's alive and it's functioning. And you can also send a mail to our iContacts at icoplc.com or walk into any of our ICO branches nationwide.
Okay. With that, they'll be able to get in touch with you guys.
Exactly.
All right. From what you see all the time, what are some of those common errors that people make when filing for a claim? Because some people say insurance do not pay claims, but you guys are saying insurance are the first to even prompt you and say, look, come for your claims. So what are some of the errors that will make people not get their claims on time?
Okay. The first one is, I'm sure that my colleague on the call has already mentioned, is late notification.
Okay. Late notification.
Yes.
So it is wrong for me to have an accident and begin to present myself 2 weeks after or 3 weeks after.
Yes, it is wrong. Because we assume that the car is on the road every time, so immediately the accident happens, you can always get in touch with us.
So it should be immediate.
Yes.
Okay.
And also, most of the time people get to send us incorrect or incomplete information, and that's what empowers us from progressing with our reviews of the accidents.
One challenge that people do find really, Ebon, is that people lose their policy documents. Okay. So in the case they've lost their policy documents, is there a way they can still file for a claim?
Yes, they can file for a claim. As you have mentioned, all they need to do is to notify us of their claim. They can let us know the name of the insured, that's the policy holder now. Once we have their name and we have the details of the vehicle they are claiming for, we will just run through our records and be able to pull up their details from
So
our
with
records.
that can be done?
Yes, it can be
All
done.
right. So if you're listening to us this evening, if you know that you've lost your policy document, especially if you have one policy with ICO, just reach out to them, like she has said, and of course everything will be settled. Let's take it home this evening. What's your advice to our people? Tony, first up, what's your advice as we round off the program this evening?
Yes, but advice is anytime you have a loss or you suffer any type of claim, please reach out as soon as possible to enable us to do on-spot assessments.
All right. And from you, Ebon?
Yes, so my advice is to remind customers who are yet to get insurance that insurance is real. ICO has a dedicated team that is solely out to process claims, which is the reason why you are buying insurance. So if you have not gotten your insurance policy, this is your reminder to go out and get. If you are on a third party, I advise you to move to comprehensive,
Right.
so that you can enjoy the benefits of the comprehensive insurance.
Okay, then that will be a sufficient way to end and terminate the conversation this evening. Ladies, let me say a very big thank you to you. Ebon, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. For
And
having me.
Tony, it's nice having you make a return.
Thank you very much.
Okay, then. So we have to go. This is how far we go on the program this evening. Insurance on the Move has been produced by Taiwo Barua. Maximum shout out to Definite Media Concepts for putting all of this together. Next evening, that's Thursday by 6:30, the program makes a return. But till then, I leave you with the words of Richard Nixon, former U.S. president. He says, "If you take no risks, you will suffer no defeats. But if you take no risks, you will win no victories." My name is Victor Oteri. Have a splendid evening. Bye.
There's a friend who'll be there through the sun, through the rain, and a friend you can trust all the way, every day. Live your life, we've got your back, and so I will take you there all the way, every day. Yeah, stability assured.
ICO Insurance, your stable friend. Yesterday, today, and always.